We're still tracking Tropical Storm Ferdinand. It's going to be moving towards the north and east. As it does, it's going to eventually lose its tropical characteristics, but feels like we've been watching this one for quite some time as it does continue to move away from the continental United States. If you look closely here, you can kind of see the northeastern part of the United States, Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. Elsewhere in the tropics, we're monitoring 3 other tropical waves. Have this one here that's in the eastern Atlantic, this one here that's moving towards the Lesser Antilles, and another one that's kind of moving towards Central America. But the good news is we have a lot going on in the tropics for things that are holding down further development, one of which is the Saharan dust. A lot of Saharan dust coming off the West African coast there, and we also have some shear. So we have this wind shear that's kind of tearing things apart. You'll notice wind shear forecast over the next several days showing unfavorable conditions, kind of this bluish green area. So unfavorable conditions for further development. And that's the case over the next 7 days. We're not expecting anything to develop in the tropics. But as we look a little bit ahead, there'll probably be a little bit more activity. So we do get through the next 7 days relatively quiet, but then things will probably pick back up as we get a little bit closer to the peak of hurricane season, which is September the 10th. Once we get past the 10th, things typically do drop, at least on average. So far this year, 2025 season, we've had 6 named storms. We still do have Ferdinand out there. Next one's going to be Gabrielle and then Umberto. It's hard to imagine. We've gone through this list several times over the past few years, so we're going to see how far we get into this list in 2025. We'll keep our fingers crossed we don't get too deep into it, but forecasts continue to predict an above average season. We do have pollen causing some of us some seasonal allergy issues, ragweed and grasses in this medium range today and tomorrow. So if you are suffering at this point, ragweed and grasses likely the culprit. UV index is going to be pretty high today, probably a little bit lower than 9 tomorrow because we do expect a little bit more in the way of cloud cover, and then it should jump right back up on Friday because we do have a little bit more sunshine in the forecast for the last day of the work week. Yesterday, very pleasant across the Midlands. Had a high temperature of 84 degrees at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport. No rain, obviously, yesterday. And so far, we haven't had any rain since Friday, the 22nd. Little chance for rain over the next several days. This morning, we dropped all the way down to at least 61 degrees at the Columbia Airport. Our average is closer to 70, so our average low is closer to 70. Record low was 56. That was set back in 1904. Record high 102 set in 1954. Sunset will be at 7:56. Here's kind of a wide look at our forecast model over the next few days. Sunshine, blue skies today. There's a little bit of a breeze coming out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, those clouds do increase. Once again, not looking for any rainfall. Clouds will probably hang around throughout a large portion of your Thursday, and there'll be partly cloudy skies on Friday. Yesterday, it looked like there was going to be a chance for rain on Friday. At this point, one thing you will notice from our latest forecast model run, not a lot of moisture in the air on Friday. So at this point, we'll make a mention for a stray shower, although we may have to take those small chances out because our forecast model shows things basically dry. But I will say as we look ahead towards Saturday, do believe there's going to be a better chance for rain as the system does develop and start to move towards South Carolina. European model showing that pretty good chance for some showers on Saturday. American model showing at least an opportunity for some rain for the start of the weekend. And officially, there's at least that small chance for some excessive rainfall in the southern half of the Midlands, and that would be for Saturday at this point. And you'll notice the Weather Prediction Center showing the greatest threat for rainfall is going to be in the southern and eastern half of the Midlands and South Carolina down towards the coastal region. So those will be the areas that have the better chance for rain over the next 7 days. Today we're dry, sunshine, high temperatures in the low to mid 80s, so about where we were yesterday. Tomorrow, mid 80s on Friday. Those rain chances do increase over the weekend. At this point, small chance, but still there. High temperatures drop a little, low 80s Saturday, Sunday. And then as we do look ahead towards Labor Day, we're going to keep a chance for showers in the forecast, highs in the low 80s and then low 80s on Tuesday. If you're heading to Myrtle Beach over the weekend for the long holiday weekend, small chances for rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Maybe a slightly better chance for rain in Charleston both Saturday and Sunday. And in the upstate, can't rule out at least the possibility for some shower activity Saturday and Sunday at this point, and possibly into Monday as well. As we do look ahead towards the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, this would be September 3rd through September 9th. Average temperatures for us here for the majority of South Carolina, a little bit farther towards the west, cooler than normal conditions, and down in South Georgia into Florida, warmer than normal. Temperatures are in the forecast, and we do expect wetter than normal conditions during that same time frame. So close to average temperatures September 3rd through September 9th with slightly wetter than normal conditions during that same time frame.